What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Gavin from Team Enforcers, bringing you a first place at the Des Moines, Iowa OTS Championship. Shout out to Brian and his FTK Pendulum deck. Let's get into it. He plays 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 or 23 monsters, and the rest are spells. He doesn't play any traps because traps are slow, and he always goes first. He plays the 3-2-1. He plays 3 Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. He plays the 2 Supreme King Gate 0, and he plays the 1 Supreme King Gate Infinity, which you can search the instant fusion off of and get your combo rolling. He also plays triple Chronograph Sorcerer, triple Black Fang, triple Violet or Purple Poison. Magician. He plays 3 Harmonizing Magician or Tune Magician. He plays as the different magicians. He plays the new Stargazer, which can search off Chronograph, and the Time Gazer, which can search out Astrograph. He also plays triple Astrograph because all Pendulum magicians play Astrograph because it's like one of the main cards and it's really good in the deck. Starting off with the spells, he plays 2 Allure and 3 Pot Desires for his draw engine. He likes playing. A lot of people asked him why you don't play 3 Allure and 2 Pot Desires, because he said that it does the same thing and he draws the same amount of cards. He plays 2 Duelist Alliance. He also plays Pendulum Paradox. Pendulum Paradox lets you add 2 face-up Pendulum monsters with the same Pendulum scale but different names from extra deck to hand, which is pretty nice. He plays 2 Dragon Shrine and 1 Foolish to get his Darkworm effect off, because when Darkworm is dumped to the graveyard and it's the only monster, you have no monsters, you can special summon it from the graveyard and get the ball rolling. He also plays 1 Pendulum, Star Pendulum Graph, and he also plays 2 Pendulum Galls for more search engine. Moving on to the extra deck, he plays, for fusions, he plays 2 Supreme King Starving Venom, 1 Ada's Vortex Dragon, and then for the last card for the fusion, for the FTK, he plays the Lyrics Independent Nightingale, which gets the fusion off, and you have to play 2 Electromites to get the fusion, or to get the FTK off, because what she does is she deals your opponent 500 points of damage times her level, and she gains 500 attack, which is not relevant, but it is for the Supreme King effect, because automatically you have both fusions on the field. She deals you 500, and then the fusion will copy the one on the field, and it gains, put it up to like 6,300 attack or 6,800 attack, and it deals your opponent 4,000 points damage. So that puts them already to 3,800, and then you just link away, fusion summon again, and copy again for another 4,000 points of damage. And then we've got, for the synchros, we play 1 Ignister and 1 Supreme King Clearwing. Supreme King Clearwing is standatory because when it's summoned, it's a Regeki on summon. And Ignister, you can just take 1 during the mirror. You can play any target one, like one of the scales, and shuffle it back in the deck, which is really good. He plays 1 Hope because it stops any spells. Absolute for the Absolute Vortex play. Supreme King Dark Rebellion. Another play, or the reason why he plays Dark Rebellion is 2 cards in his side. He also plays Babushka for if he gets in a tight spot. He plays the Zephyron Metaltron, which is really good because it has 3 arrows pointing down, 2 pointing down, and 1 pointing in the middle. He plays 2 Electromite because it's standard for all Pendulum decks and especially the FTK. He plays 1 Link Boy. It's really relevant right now, and he also plays 1 for Foolish or for Instant Fusion. He also runs the 3 Instant Fusions. With 3 Instant Fusions, he could summon the Lyrish Fusion, or he can also summon the Thousand Eyes Restrict. Moving on to the side, the reason why he plays the Star Destroying Kaiju and the Doggeran, the Flame Kaiju, is because he also likes he likes to Kaiju over your opponent's monster, and then right as he has then he summons into Dark Rebellion, because Dark Rebellion his quick effect, you can return this card. The extra it's not that effect. It is you can detach 1 material from this card until the end of the turn. Change the attack of the face-up monster your opponent controls to 0, and that monster gains attack. So he likes to play the really high attack power of the Kaijus, because it can still do a Kaiju effect to get over a Masterpiece, and it'll give a really big attack bonus to a Supreme King for more FTK Buzz. And then he goes for... He thought he was going to play against a lot of Trick Stars in the OTS, so Denko Sekka really does well against the deck, because your opponent can't... Basically, Trick Stars can't play. They can't play their Scapegoat. They can't do anything. 2 Ogres, really good for the mirror match. 2 Drolls, for Trick Star plays or True Draco. Cosmic Cyclone's really good because he can banish a Scale, banish a face down card. He plays 2 Wavering Eyes. 2 Wavering Eyes is good. A lot of people kind of want to main in Pendulum decks, because if you go off and basically if you're playing against it's really really good in the mirror, because you basically get an auto win off of if you're playing in the mirror, because if you go 4 off, you get to inflict 500 damage, add 1 Pendulum monster, banish 1 card in the field, and then you can add 1 Wavering Eyes from deck to your hand. So you can basically pop all 4 scales. Your opponent doesn't have a scale. Banish 1 monster or card they control, so you can banish 1 of their back rows. Deal him 500 points of damage. Search a Pendulum monster, and then you can go and Astrograph that and special summon an Astrograph. Plays 2 D-Barrier. The reason he plays 2 D-Barrier and 1 Pendulum Hole is because he doesn't like to open up 2 D-Barriers, because opening up, he doesn't like to brick off of a trap, because traps are really slow in this format, and because he's playing an FTK deck, he doesn't play traps because it's slow and it's not relevant. So Pendulum Hole, if you all don't know what it means, is when a monster or monsters would be Pendulum summoned, negate the summon, and if you do, shuffle that monster or monsters back into the deck. That finishes Brian's FTK deck profile. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and get your game on YouTube. Peace.